This conference
Uh,
will now be recorded.
Hi, team. This is Venkat from Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited, Bangalore. We are going to provide IT software real-time online training. So we are providing the multiple technologies like ETL tools like Talent and Data Stage and cloud technologies, Snowflake with AWS. The highlights of this training, we are providing interactive real-time online classes. So after class is done, we're going to provide recording video whatever the class is done. After that, immediately we'll give the access for recording video. We'll cover some real-time scenarios and the materials. We have already predefined materials. Those materials also we're sharing it. So along with we're going to explain project explanation, resume preparation, mock interviews, doubts and clarification, interview questions answers we're explaining. So for every month, first week we'll start new batches, guys, for the multiple technologies. So the class timings morning 8:30 to 9:30. So another batch 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. For the Snowflake, the course duration is 35 days. So if you want to learn Snowflake 95381601, please reach out this number. Okay. The Snowflake new batch is going to start from the 3rd March. Okay. So we have two trainers. So we're going to teach it. Snowflake it Snowflake guys. So the new batch is going to start from 3rd March. So morning 8:30 a.m. IST. Okay. So the trainer is Venkat. So reach out this number 958160185 guys. So nowadays cloud is more powerful demand in the market, right? So if you learn Snowflake with AWS, it's easy to get the job because of all the companies having a lot of openings with very good packages. Who can easily get the job. You learn Snowflake with AWS and any other ETL tools, guys. So now let me take one sample example. Let me give some one of the example Snowflake how it is. Okay. So for example, I have one of the file. It's having some data. So that is student details. I have some student details in the CSV file. So let me open this file. It is having some data. I have like a student ID, student name, and the math marks and the physics marks and the computer and what is the gender. So this is the comma delimited CSV file. Assume that this CSV file is available in the S3 bucket, guys. S3 bucket. S3 is called as a storage where we will store the source files. So in the S3 bucket, we can keep it. So now so I have one file in the AWS S3. Assume that I have created the one bucket S3 bucket. So let me create one more bucket here. So assume that I am creating the how to create a bucket. So there is a create bucket is there option is there after logging into AWS. So now let me pass the bucket name. So like dev, I am passing the bucket name is called dev Snowflake Nandini software. This is my bucket name. So let me don't change anything. Keep all as default. Let me click the create bucket. So once bucket is created, see my bucket is got created now. So bucket got successfully created. This is my bucket name. So this is called bucket called as a folder. Assume that. So in the inside bucket, I can create some folders. Let me log in this bucket. So then I can create some folders here. How to create a folder inside a bucket? I'm creating the folder. Create a folder option is there. Let me create a folder. So assume that I'm giving the folder name is called source files. Source files. So now let me create a folder. So after clicking the folder, so let me open this folder. So now I will upload my CSV file. from my computer. So how to upload it? There is a upload button is there. Let me upload it. So there is a add files option is there. Let me click the add files. So from the my computer, whichever is available, this file I'm uploading into AWS S3 bucket. Okay, so now my file is got. So once uploaded, so there is upload button is there. Let me upload it. So now my file got uploaded. So this is the my S3 bucket, guys. So this is the my S3 bucket path. So in this path, I have uploaded one file. Now what I want it, I want to read this S3 file path and I want to load into Snowflake table. How to load into Snowflake, we will discuss, guys. So the Snowflake, while loading the files, by using the copy into command, we can load it, guys. So how to load it, we'll see, guys. Okay, so now let me go for the Snowflake. So I have already logged in into Snowflake account. First, I need to create a database. After that, so then I have to create the table. So then I have to create a target table and the stage tables. Then by using the copy into command, I can load it, guys. How to load it, we'll see now. First, how to create a table. Let me create a database. If it's already existing, no need to create it. If it's not there, I can create it based on the customer requirement. Create database name. Assume that I'm giving as a dev Nandini software solutions. So let me create a database. Let me execute it. So let me execute it. So now my dev underscore Nandini software solution database got created. Now I want to use this database means, okay, so there is a use database name. So or else you can select it here. Okay, you can select here or else use database and database name. So dev underscore Nandini software solutions. So I'm going to use this database. Let me select this query and execute it. So now I am using this database. In this database, so now database created, I am using, right? So once it's created, it will be available here, guys. So when you refresh it, so there is a dev database is there. So in this public schema, I want to create a one table. So whatever my file is there in this file structure, I want to create a table. Let me create a table now. Okay, this is the structure. So how to create the table in the Snowflake? Let me create a table. Okay, so so I want to create a table, student table. Let me create it, guys. So this is the syntax of the creating the table. Create table, table name. Which table I want to load the data? That is the table name I want to pass it. So for example, I want to load student details. Okay. So now, so this is the student ID, the first column. So I have to give some data type that is called as the integer values. So next column is I want to imply like student name. Okay. So what is the student name is there? So assume that this is the student name. So this is the name. So let me give the same name here. So the student name is the varchar data type. So in Snowflake, we can use whether varchar or string data type. So I assume that I'm giving the some length. So along with I have some mass marks. Let me give the mass. So mass marks are the coming 98. These are the values are the integer values. That's why I'm giving the integer data type. So now assume that the next column is physics. Let me give the physics. Physics the values are the integer. So that's why I'm going to give integer data type. So let me type it. So for the next column is computer. So what are the computer values are coming? So assume that my as per the requirement, computer is the integer values. So that's why I'm giving integer. So there is a one more column. So the order is important, guys. So let me go for the gender. Let me give the gender. The gender is the whether male or female. So that is a varchar data type. So that's why I'm going to give varchar some length. Let me give some length. So assume that I'm giving 15 or 20, whatever. So how to create a table? Create table, table name, then column name, data types, and lengths. Okay. So this is the creating the table in the Snowflake as target table, whatever the where I have to load the data. So that table name I'm creating it. So before so if you want to use the database name and the schema name, you can use it, because if I have already selected here, so no need to give it. So that's why I'm directly executing the statement. So my table got created. My table got successfully created, guys. Now what I want it, I want to check the data. Is there any data? We didn't insert it, but I want to I want to view the data in the particular table. Means we have to use the select statement. Select star from the table name. So what is the table name? I want to view the data. That is the table name I'm executing. Select star from the table name. Let me execute this statement. So there are no rows are there. Now, so whatever my data is there in the S3 bucket, so this is the file. So this I have uploaded into S3 bucket. This is the data, whatever this file is the data in the S3 bucket. So that data I want to load into my Snowflake. Okay. So this is the file, it's having what is the data is there, is the total data I have to load into this Snowflake table. For that, I need to create a stage, guys, first before loading into my target table. So from there are internal and external, there are two types of tables are there. So first we need to get the data from S3, we need to put into a external table. So then from external, by passing the AWS key, access key and secret key, I can load the data. So that is the one method. There is a one more method by using the storage, by creating the storage integration also, I can load the data. So that also we can see that further. So now how to load by using the AWS access key and the secret key. So in the AWS, when you go for your account, there is a security credentials. In the security credentials, there is a account ID. There is a okay. So there is a account. There is a access ID. There is a secret ID is there. So by using this access ID, secret ID, I can load it. How to load it? We'll see now, guys. Okay. So so for that, I need to create a stage table. How to create a stage table? We'll see now. So I want to create a table, right? So the same syntax. So instead of let me create. So I want to create a table, right? So that's why. So what is the syntax means? Create table, table name. That is the stage, right? So I can mention the stage as well as. So let me type it. Create. So if you want replace, create or replace. So let me give the stage. So stage table name, which is the table I want to load it, like a external. So AWS. So just I'm giving the AWS. So to stay student stage. Okay, create or replace. So here also in the table while creating, here also we can use it. If existing, I want to recreate it. So now I am giving for the stage create or replace stage name. I'm providing. So where this stage is coming means the what is the URL. So it is coming from the AWS, right? So for that I'm giving the URL, guys. So where it is coming? Let me. So when I go for the AWS, so there is a S3 bucket. Log into S3 bucket. So now I have created the bucket, right? So dev Nandini software raw, right? So this is the, let me double click it. Let me so source Nandini folder. So there, so not this, this is the raw bucket. This is the different bucket. Let me go for whichever I have created. So let me go for, so I have created dev Nandini software raw, dev Snowflake. This is the bucket I have created. So now in the under the source folder, so there is a search. This is the bucket path. So let me copy this bucket path. Let me keep here. URL. So what where these files are coming. So that is the path I am giving it, guys. So then followed by file name. Which file? So this is the src student.csv file. So let me keep this file as well as. Okay, create or replace stage name. So then where the URL, where which bucket we're copying from the which folder, which is the file I want to create it. That's I have created. Now, so now how to, so let me execute this statement first. So my statement got executed. So now I want to load the data into my Snowflake table. Means we have to use the copy into command. How to use the copy into command? Let me see that. So we need to use copy into, by using the copy into command we can load into Snowflake tables, guys. So copy into, let me give the database name. So what is the database name? Dev underscore Nandini software solutions. So this is the database name dot schema name. So what is the schema name? This is the public schema, guys. So under the public schema we're creating, that's why I'm going to give the public schema. So then which table I have to load it? Okay, so from which table, from stage to which table I have to load it? So this is the table I have to load it. That's why I'm passing this is the table name. So let me give the table name. Copy into table name. Okay, so then from where I have to copy it? So that's why I'm giving the from. So from which stage I have already created, this is the stage I am going to give here, guys. From this stage area, we are copying into this Snowflake table. This is the external table. From this external table, I am going to load into the Snowflake table. So now I have to pass the some credentials. So what are the credentials? I have to connect AWS. We need to pass some credentials, right? Via Snowflake. For that, we need to pass access key, secret key. Okay, so by passing the access key, secret key is not good method, but there is a by creating the storage integration we can pass it. So that is a very real time we'll use it. So that is also we'll teach it, guys. So now let me pass the credentials. So what are the credentials I have to pass it? Credentials equal to, so I have already I have already got this security credentials I have saved into my file. So that's why I'm going to use that files, guys. So let me, where I have saved it, I think I have saved somewhere. Let me save it. So this is the AWS key. This is the secret key. This is the credentials I'm going to use it. So let me use this credentials into my Snowflake. So I need to pass AWS key, AWS key ID, AWS secret key. Okay, so this is the, let me open one bracket here. Let me close the bracket. So once you created the AWS account, so there it will be there access key and secret key that you can download it, you can keep into our local system, or else you can copy paste it. So now, so what is the file format we are loading it? So that format I have to define it, guys. So my file format, I'm reading from this CSV file, so I'm loading it to write. That's why. So I will define the my file format type, which is the file format. So file format equal to, so my type, which is the type, so the type equal to CSV, guys. So I'm reading the CSV file, I'm loading it. So that's why I'm going to use this is the CSV file format. So what is the delimiter? When I open the file, when I open my file, so the delimiter is comma. So I have file having header record. First record is a not a data, it is called as a header record. There is a student ID, student name, mass and physics, computer, gender. This is the details are available. So first record is a header record. So that's why. So I want to skip that header record. What is the delimiter that I can define in the my Snowflake? Well, copy into. So now let me give the what is the field separator. So let me enter the field separator. Field delimiter. My field delimiter is comma. When I open the file, my delimiter is comma. So I want to skip the header. First record is not data. I want to load from the second record. So when I open my file here, so my data starts from the second row. So this record I want to skip it. So that's why I can give as a skip header equal to 1. Skip header equal to 1. So I want to skip the first record. That's why I'm giving the header equal to 1. Okay, so what is the state syntax of the copy into statement? Copy into which table I want to load, that is the table name. From where we have to copy? So from the external staging area I want to copy. What are the credentials? So by using the access key, secret key, how to load it? This is the way, guys. Then what is the file format? So whether it is a text file or CSV, like Parquet file. So the CSV I'm loading, right? So what is the delimiter? So what is the header? So I want to skip the header, right? So that's why I'm selecting. So let me execute this statement. So before executing, let me check my table. My table should be 0 records. So for that, so select star from the table name. So my table having 0 record. So now I'm executing so let me paste in the below the statement. So I'm executing one more time. So double checking. So my data is no record. So now I am copying the data. So copy into command. Let me execute this copy into statement. So field delimiter. So that is maybe spelling mistake. FIELD. So my field delimiter comma. Let me re-execute this statement. So my file having 3 records. So see, when I see my file having 3 records, so these 3 records are loaded. Now I want to check the data. So select star from the table name. So let me use the select star from the table name. So I can see the data, whatever the data, my CSV file. So this is it's there in the S3 bucket. This data I'm loading into Snowflake table. This is by using the copy into command, we can load it. Is okay. So most of the scenarios, so if you're using any ETL tool, so what they will do, ETL tools, they will generate the data into S3 bucket. So that S3 bucket data we need to load unload the data into the Snowflake table. Okay, so that's why so I have explained it. Let me show you. So we're going to start new batch on Snowflake. 3rd March 2025, morning 8:30 a.m. If anyone interested to learn Snowflake with AWS Cloud, feel free to reach out this number 9538160185. The course duration is 35 days. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So we're conducting online classes, guys. Feel free to reach out. So along with, we're going to teach one more technology. So that is IBM data stage. That IBM data stage. So that is the new batch is go IBM data stage. New batch is going to start from the 17th February 2025 morning at 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. If anyone interested to learn IBM data stage, reach out this number 9538160185. Suppose if you want to learn Snowflake with AWS, the new batch is going to start from 3rd March 2025 at morning 8:30 a.m. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.